Roller Champions está de lanzamiento. Nuestro nuevo deporte, que es free to play, llega mañana a PlayStation, Xbox y PC con la primera temporada, 100% inspirada en la cultura latinoamericana. Hay muchas cosas que saber y dudas que resolver, así que el día de hoy, en este expediente, hablaremos con el director de arte Joel dos Reis para que nos cuente cuál es la conexión de Rollers con México, cómo lo latino está presente en el ADN del juego y un par de datos sorpresa. Roller Champions comienza su aventura oficialmente desde mañana, 25 de mayo, y siendo la primera vez que hablamos con alguien el día antes del lanzamiento, tuve que preguntar, ¿cómo están los nervios?
Almost shaking, kind of. No, it's super cool. I'm really impatient. 4 years of hard work. So it's the moment that we're all waiting at the studio. We are pretty confident about the game.
Han sido 4 años desde el anuncio de la llegada de este juego. Claramente la pandemia atrasó su lanzamiento, pero quisimos saber de boca del lobo, ¿qué los llevó a tomar más tiempo de desarrollo?
We took the decision basically to just extend it and not rush and just deliver what we wanted to give to the players. So, and that is probably the most intelligent, smart move that we did so far, because now we're confident about the game. It's pretty solid, it's stable. It's very important that the game is really stable. The servers will support what's going on. So yeah, this is the main reason. It's like the pandemic and the polishing of the game.
La temporada 0 sorprendentemente está dedicada a la cultura latina, lo que está más que claro en sus 3 estadios, Acapulco, Ciudad de México y el estadio de Chichén Itzá. Pero, hablando con Joel, aprendimos rápidamente que la cultura maya está aún más integrada al corazón de Rollers de lo que estábamos pensando.
Roller Champion as a sport is inspired by a very ancient sport, Poctapoc. And Poctapoc was invented by the Mayans like 3,000 years ago. And basically, just like for the people that don't know that, it's like basically like a basketball ring, vertical, attached to the gigantic wall. And we said that, basically rollerblades, if we even consider this, also got born at the frontier of Mexico and the US. Roller skates, basically, the big momentum of roller skates back in the 50s or even the 70s, like the big rush was actually at the border of Mexico as well. The creative director of the game always say that it's like the modern gladiator sport. This is the kind of feeling that we wanted to give into the Chichen Itza map, where you have the pyramid, that is really, really dramatic at some point. It's like, something's happening, you have even the Kukulkan on the floor that's load up and activate the ring. And the ring has on the door the Kukulkan face as well. So we really wanted to do something very historical and respectful to the culture. So, it becomes like a common sense to make like the Season 0 in Latin America.
Pero no son solo los estadios. La influencia latina se ve en gran parte de la ropa e incluso las superestrellas, nuestros personajes únicos de élite que se pueden conseguir en la tienda, con algunos de ellos siendo clara referencia a nuestras raíces. Joel aprovechó de contarnos un poco más de cómo fue su trabajo en el diseño y creación de estos elementos.
In our game we have different type of assets. We have thematized assets, and the one that are not, we call generic, right? So basically, in a season, if you don't necessarily like feel into like the fantasy of it, you can still have like the sport items like are pretty more neutral. So we have like 50% basically of items that are more fantasy based, and the one are more sport. And that was quite interesting actually to embrace, and it was my challenge in my role as an art director to find the sweet spots to keep like the fantasy and not override the fantasy by the sport, or the opposite as well. We can have a knee pad or shoulder pad or a t-shirt with like just some Mayan or Aztec, pattern on it, sometimes very subtle. Of course, you have a character called, you will see I think it was Mira la Flora Roja, we can say, inspired by Frida Kahlo. And then we decided on this superstar to assume the fantasy 100%. So if we feel that sometimes are not confident with the design, I can smell it myself and say to the team, hey guys, I think we went too far. Let's bring this flavor onto a sport item. So yeah, there's a sweet spot to find. In Mexico City, you can see the I think it's the freedom statue or something behind. So basically we took some freedom to make it a bit more like a the more neutral stadium, and then you have the more like the fantasy cracked up into Chichen Itza. So yes, sometimes we have this duality that we can say into what is accurate and what is totally fantasy.
La temporada 0 será de solo un mes, pero no se preocupen que, aunque la temporada cambie, los ítems de la tienda irán rotando y nunca te quedarás sin la posibilidad de tener nuevamente la oportunidad de conseguir la ropa o las superestrellas que llegarán ahora, pero permitiendo que cada temporada tenga más estadios, más ítems y más modos de juego para que esto siempre sea algo fresco y divertido. Por último, antes de despedirnos de Joel, no podía dejar de preguntar mi más clásica pregunta en estas entrevistas. ¿Qué es la cosa o personaje que más orgullo le trajo Joel? ¿Cuál era su joyita personal?
Probably the first champion that we did, the first full outfit. We call it, there's a meaning. Full outfit, champion, superstars, everything is the same for us. I think it's called Lillipop. This character is super funky, super original, colorful. We give a lot of energy to it, a lot of effort to make it this character really swaggy. There's also a technical basically a challenge because we have dynamic bones. It runs 60 FPS. I would like to say that I'm really proud of making a beautiful, addictive game that looks very stunning at 60 FPS because this is a mandatory basically for sport game. It has to run fast. So I'm really proud about the fact that the tech supports the art perfectly and we found the sweet spot.
Y así dejamos a Joel, con sus nervios y ánimos, para que mañana todos podamos apreciar todo el trabajo que él y todos los del equipo han hecho en crear un juego que no tan solo es gratis, que no tan solo corre en múltiples consolas, Nintendo y móviles en el futuro, sino que además tiene un sabor y una base interesantemente latina, que ustedes podrán disfrutar desde mañana miércoles, cuando Roller Champions salga oficialmente a rodar en búsqueda de la gloria. Y sin nada más que decir, mi nombre es el Cristian Rojas y nos vemos la próxima vez.